Welcome student in our e-learning platform. I am Abhilasha Singh, your computer teacher. Today I am going to start chapter number 2 of class 5th, that is Windows 7. So here are the content of this chapter. In this chapter we will discuss about the Windows 7 features of Windows 7, using a desktop, Windows Explorer, creating a file or folder, moving or copying a file or folder from one drive to another drive, then between the storage devices, deleting a file or folder, restoring a file or folder, customizing desktop and the desktop gadget. So these things we will discuss in this video. So let us start with the first heading, that is Windows 7. So what is Windows 7? I think you all are heard about this Windows 7. You all are knowing that Windows 7 is the operating system or the most popular operating system which is used or that acts as an interface between the user and the computer. Okay, this is the most popular operating system. It is easier to use, easy to understand, and this Windows was developed by Microsoft and founded by Bill Gates. Now let us see the features of Windows 7. The first feature, that is the fast, smart and safe, means this Windows 7 is very fast operating system, smart and the safe operating system. Easy to use and easy to learn because all the instruction or all the things in this Windows 7 is very easier to understand and easy to use. In this Windows we can play a music or video in a very simpler way. It also support the high definition games. It supports the global connectivity, and also it is used for the multitasking and the multi-user, means it can be used by the number of people at the same time, and we can do the number of things in this Windows at the same time. So move to the next heading, that is the how to see various features of Windows 7. If we want to see some features or more feature about the Windows 7, so how we can open that? So for opening that we have to click on the start button. Okay, in the start button you will get this all program. Under this all program you will get this accessories. In this accessories you will get the getting start option. In that getting start option you are able to see the various features of the Windows 7. Now move to the next heading, using a desktop. What is the meaning of using a desktop? If you have opened your computer, the first window or the first screen that you will see, that is called the desktop. The first screen in our computer, that is called the desktop. So this is the screen of the desktop. Now we are going to see some components of the desktop. First one, that is the icon. What is the icon? According to you, what is the icon? Icon play a very important role in a graphical user interface. It represent in the form of the symbols. What is the start button? Anyone who can tell me, are you knowing about the start button? Start button is there on the left side. With this we can open all the installed program in our computer. Okay, with this start button, once we have click on this start button, we can see all the installed program in our computer, and from here we can open it. Now the taskbar, where it is located? The taskbar we will find at the bottom of the screen, that display the start button also. In this taskbar we can see this time, clock, connectivity and all the pinned application, on all the pinned application. Also the desktop. What is a desktop? I have already told you what is a desktop. It is the first screen when we open our computer. The first screen we will see in our computer, that is the desktop. Okay, now these all about the using a desktop. Now move to the next heading, Windows Explorer. Next heading is Windows Explorer. So, what is a Windows Explorer? Windows Explorer is an application that provides the detailed information about the files, folder or the drive. Means in our computer we have a Windows Explorer. In that Windows Explorer we can able to see all the detailed information about any file, any folder or the any drive. Okay, it also help us, this Windows Explorer also help us to manage and organize your files or folder. With this Windows Explorer we can easily manage our file or folder. Now we have known, we are now getting what is the Windows Explorer. So now we have to move, we have to know how we can open this Windows Explorer. For opening this Windows Explorer, what we have to do? For opening this Windows Explorer, we have to click on the start button. Okay, it is appear on the taskbar in the left corner of the in the left corner of the taskbar. In the start button you will find this, again you will find this all program, because you are knowing in the all program you will find all the installed program in our computer. So under this all program you will get this accessories. Under this accessory you will find this Windows Explorer option. From there you can manage your files, folder or drive. Now move to the next heading, components of Windows Explorer. What are the components of Windows Explorer? In that we can see when we have opened Windows Explorer we can see that these components that you are seeing here, there are so many components will be there when we have opened a Windows Explorer. So let us see one by one what these components are. The first one, that is the address bar. Address bar, it shows the complete path of the selected files or folder. Search box, this option provide you an easy way to search any file or folder with the help of search box. Now new folder, with this new folder you are able to create a new folder in your selected place. View button, with this you can change the format of a view, like small icon, large icon, medium icon, list, like that, so on. Okay, drive, in the drive you can see all the drive, how many drive you have partition in your computer or the internal memory of the computer, like C drive, D drive, E drive, like that. This current folder is showing you where you are currently there and which folder you have opened. Detail pane display the files in a current folder. What are the files? The files which you will see in any open folder or any open file or any drive. You can see the number of files which is stored in that location. Okay, subfolder, if you have created some folder under the created folder, that is called the subfolder. Means folder into the folder, that is called the subfolder. Okay, now move, these are all about the components of Windows Explorer. Now move to the next heading is creating a folder. I think many of you are knowing about how to create a folder, but some of the students are not knowing. So that is why I am going to tell how we can create a folder. Okay, for creating a folder, what we have to do? As you can see in this picture, here is a button, that is the new. In this new you can find this folder. With this folder you can create a folder. Now we are going to learn step by step how we can create a folder. So the first step, right click on the blank area of the desktop. Firstly you have to right click in any place of the desktop. Okay, after that you have to click on this new, that you can see here. Okay, after that you have to choose this folder option. Okay, this folder option. After that, once you have chosen this folder option, it will ask you for a name. Then it will ask you the name. You have to give some name for your folder. After giving the name, you have to press the enter button. This is the then your folder will be created, and this is the way to create a folder. Okay, this is a very easy how we can create a folder. Now the next heading, that is moving or copying a file or folder from one drive to another drive. Today we are going to see how we can move your file or folder from one location or to the another location in a drive. Okay, now how we can move? The very easy step, firstly you have to open the drive or the folder which containing the file which you want to move. Okay, after that, once you have selected the file or folder which you want to move, then you have to select the file or folder. Okay, it is folder or that is selected. After that, once you have selected that, you have to click on the organize button. Then from there you have to choose cut or copy. Then with this cut copy, you will cut the selected file or folder which you have selected to move from one place to another place. After that, you have to click on the destination folder where you want to paste that file or folder. Okay, then again you have to click on the organize button. There you will find the paste. With this paste, you have to paste the cut file or folder in the destination folder where you want to move the file. So this is the file, or this is the way to move or copying a file from one drive to another drive. Okay, the next heading is moving or copying a file or folder between the storage device. Previously we have learned about the between the drive. Okay, previously we have learned about the between the drive, but here we are going to see how we can copying or moving a file or folder between the storage devices. Okay, between a storage devices. So for that, firstly we have to just take example of pen drive. We have to attach a pen drive to your computer. This is the first step. Okay, for moving the folder or copying a folder from between the storage devices. So firstly we should attach some storage device like the pen drive. Okay, or you can also just attach the CD, DVD, whatever the thing you want. It's your choice which type of the storage device you want to attach. Okay, here I have written the pen drive, so I'm going to attach the pen drive in this step. After that, attaching the pen drive, you have to open the drive containing the file or folder you want to move. You have to open that drive where you have to save the file which you want to move. Okay, after that you have to cut that file or folder. Okay, after that you have to cut that file folder. After cut, you have to paste in the drive, in the pen drive. Sorry, should be pen drive. You have to paste in the pen drive. Okay, this is the way how we can copy or moving a file or folder between the storage devices. Next heading is deleting a file or folder. Now we are going to learn how we can delete a file or folder from your computer. So there are the two steps or the two ways how we can delete a file or folder. So firstly we are going to learn the first way. This is the first way and this is the second way. So firstly we are going to learn this first way, how we can delete a file or folder from your computer. Okay, or the anywhere. So the first step, you have to select the file which you want to delete. Whatever the file you want to delete, firstly you should select it. Okay, after selecting the file, you have to right click on the file. Okay, once you have selected the file, you have to press the right button from your mouse and you will get this select option. With that select delete option, with this delete option, you can able to delete the selected file from your computer or the place from where you want to delete. Okay, this is the first way. Now the second way, The first step is common as the first way. Firstly, you should select the file or folder which you want to delete. After selecting the file, you have to click on the organize button. Okay, after selecting the file or folder which you want to delete, you have to click on the organize button. In the organize button, you will find this delete option. With the delete option, you can able to delete the selected file or folder from your selected location. Now this is the way how we can delete a file or folder. Now move to the next heading, that is restoring a files or folder. Suppose by mistake if you have delete a file or folder from your computer and you want to restore it. So for restoring a file or folder, so how we can restore it? The best option in our computer, that is the Windows 7 feature. It gives us the functionality of the feature of the recycle bin. With the help of the recycle bin, we can able to restore the deleted file. Okay, now we are going to see how we can restore a file or folder. So for restoring a file or folder, what we have to do? Firstly, we have to open the recycle bin. Okay, firstly you have to open the recycle bin. For opening the recycle bin, what we have to do? You have to double click on the symbol of the icon of the recycle bin. What is the symbol of recycle bin? That is just, it is just like the dustbin. Okay, so you have to open the recycle bin. How we can open? With the double click. You have to double click on the icon of the recycle bin, then the recycle bin folder will be open on your screen. Then you have to select the file which you want to upload or restore which you want to restore. Then after the selecting the file or folder, then you have to click on the restore. How you can do? After the selecting the file or folder want to restore, you have to click on the restore this item. Okay, after selecting the file or folder, you have to select the restore this item option. Once you have click on the restore this item option, then that selected file or folder will be appear on your original location. So this is the way how we can restore a file or folder. Okay, that is by mistake or the intentionally we have to delete the file. Now move to the next heading, customizing the desktop. Next heading is customizing the desktop. This is the best feature of Windows 7. With this, you are flexible to do some changes in your desktop according to your choice. So with this, how we can do some changes in our desktop? With the help of this personalized option. So now we are going to see how we can customize our desktop according to our choice. So how we can do? You have to right click the blank area of the desktop. Okay, after clicking the right click, you will get this option, personalize option. Under this personalize option, you have to click on the personalization. Under this personalize option, you have to click on personalization. Once you have click on the personalization, then Windows, there's so many options will be appear on a screen. You have to click on the Windows color if you want to change some color. Then once you have chosen the Windows color, you have to turn on the transparency effect with the help of the toggle switch. Okay, with the help of the toggle switch. And where we will find this Windows color? It is located at the bottom of the Windows. Okay, then select any color to change the color of the Windows border, start menu or the taskbar. It's up to you how you can change it and what you want to change. After that, you can also set the color intensity from the intensity option and drag the bar. Okay, this is the way. Okay, if you want to do some more settings like the font change, color change, like the items which you want to display on a screen, so how you can do? With this, you have to select the advanced appearance setting. With this advanced appearance setting, you can able to change some font, you can say change some, show the saturation color or the mixture of the color. Also you can do the some items which you can active on the title bar, like that. After done all the appearance or the changes, you have to click on the apply button. Okay, once you have clicked on the apply button, then you have to press the OK button. When you have clicked this OK button, then all the changes that you have done in this customization with the help of this personalization, it will appear on the of the window. So this is the way how we can customizing the desktop. So these are the steps which we have to follow for customizing the steps. Now move to the next heading. The next heading, that is the desktop gadgets. What is a desktop gadget? Firstly, we should know what is a desktop gadget. What is a desktop gadget? According to you, what is a desktop gadget? In a computer language, desktop gadgets contains the mini program. Windows which contains the mini program is called the gadget for the computer, because we are talking about the computer, so that is why it is called the computer gadgets, which it offers us information at a glance, and also it provides easy access to frequently used tool. That means with this gadget, it offers us information at a glance and also provide easy access of a frequently used tool. Now we are going to see some type of the gadgets which we can see in this mini program. In that mini program, we can see this calendar, you can also see this clock, you can see the CPU meter, you can see the currency, you can see the weather, you can see the slideshow, and so many things will be also there, but I have chosen these some main type of the gadgets that you should know about. That calendar, with this calendar you can set the calendar, with this clock you can set the clock on your desktop, CPU meter, currency, weather, and the slideshow. How, if you want to choose or set the some clock, how you will set? Okay, so you have to press the right button. Okay, if for that I will tell you all the step how we can set. So if you have set the clock, it will display the time. Okay, to change the clock name and the clock style, and click the option button and make the desired changes. If you want to do the slideshow, it will display the continuous slideshow of the picture on your computer. If you want to set the some weather, this gives the weather information either in a Celsius or the Fahrenheit of any place around the world. So now we are going to see how we can set this gadget in our desktop. So for that we have to follow these steps for adding the gadgets on desktop. So for adding the gadget on desktop, what we have to do? We have to click the right button on the blank area of the desktop from your mouse. Okay, then you will find this gadget option. With this gadget option, once you have clicked on this gadget option, that gadget will appear on a window. Okay, it will appear on a window. You have to click on the gadget, or you have to choose the gadget which you want to place on the desktop. It should be placed. Okay, it should be placed. There's a spelling mistake. Okay, you have to choose the gadget which you want to display or which you want to set on your desktop. After choosing the gadget, the selected gadget will be displayed or placed on the right side of the desktop. Okay, this is the way how we can add the gadget on the desktop. With this heading, I am going to finish this lecture. If you have any doubt related to this video, you can ask me in an online class. Okay, and it's my humble request to you all, please stay home, stay safe. With this, I am going to finish this video lecture with these heading. Have a good day.